What's up, everybody? I'm Jacob. If you're new here, I talk a little bit about everything: self-improvement, careers, relationships, technology. And in today's video, I want to touch a little bit on something I saw in the technology realm. An article I saw about a teenager in New York, who committed the you-know-what, self-deletion, and AI was involved. He fell in love with an AI avatar that he built, that was based on, you Game of Thrones fans are going to kill me, but the queen that could ride the dragons, forgot her name. Anyway, I loved that show until the last season. That sucked. Anyway, all that aside, he wrote a suicide note, basically saying, I'll see you in the afterlife, all that stuff, and then deleted himself. And this sparked a lot of conversation around, oh, technology is evil, and we gotta eradicate it or get rid of it or regulate it and all that. And you know what? This is nothing new. This is, even when I was a kid, I remember people talking about how TV was going to rot your brain. Don't sit so close to the damn TV. You're going to go blind. Or no, that was the other thing. Never mind. But you know what I mean. Yeah, you were getting yelled at for sitting too close to the TV, and it's going to rot your brain. And we all turned out all right. But I remember seeing articles back in the day where they're saying, oh, kids, they're spending 10 hours a week watching that television. And then the internet came out, the web, and then it was internet bullying for a while. And, those predators of a certain proclivity. And, the same arguments came around. It's going to rot the kids' brains and do all this and do that. And you could probably even argue that social media finally was the ticket that rotted a lot of people's brains. But that's all that aside. The point I'm trying to make is that this idea of the technology destroying people or leading children astray, a lot of it just boils down to kids are not really being watched by their parents. And frankly, what you really got to work out or watch out for is there's something different happening this time around. Not only do you have the lack of parenting issues and these children that are falling prey to the addictive nature of some of these technologies, but the technology itself now with AI knows you, can pull the little strings on your addictions. So I'm telling you this because I'm studying generative AI architecture, and my mentor talks a lot about this regularly, about what some companies are doing. And some of these companies, they do not have scruples. They are all about that green. And some of the things that they are doing, they are using the AI to learn everything they can about their customer to make their products more addictive, to make it so that you don't want to stop using it. And two examples I've been hearing coming up a lot lately are, one, gambling sites. So gambling in and of itself is not a new addiction. But when you throw AI in there, when the AI knows what your triggers are and then keeps pumping those triggers and puts those triggers on steroid, wow, there's a lot of money to be made. So I just wanted to make this video to warn parents that it's not just the technology. The technology now knows you, it knows your children, and it's going to be way more dangerous. Another thing is these avatars, so like digital girlfriends, digital friends, which the New York teenager committed suicide. And by the way, just to be fair, this teenager, was a little more susceptible than most kids because he was autistic, so he didn't have the same understanding of social cues. But still, when you have kids that are growing up on this technology and are not learning how to use soft skills to resolve conflicts, solve complex problems, things, you know, that I've been talking about in other videos, where the schools, they're not teaching soft skills, they're pushing everything else. And when AI is going to come in and take away all the busy work, all the boring work, all the repetitive work, the only thing that we're going to have left as humans to do is our creative mind, our soft skills that help us resolve conflict, to have empathy, solve critical problems, new problems, because AI only understands problems that exist. It only knows what it's seen before. So if it's you know, knows your triggers, and its goal, it's told that its goal is to maximize profit, what do you think it's going to do? So anyway, yeah, just two things: gambling and those avatars you really got to watch out for with your kids. You know, I don't know. I'm going to do, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to do a formal mini documentary on this. I'll talk more about the teenager in New York and some of these other technologies. I'll actually give you examples. But yeah, I just saw that come across my stream, and I just thought it was really important. And it reminded me of the lecture I had last week with my mentor, talking about how AI not only is good at automating a lot of work, but this agentic AI that I talked about in my drone update video, the mysterious drones, where I jokingly posited that Skynet was actually making the drones. They got in the drones and escaped. But yeah, anyway, I'm crossing some train tracks here. But anyway, comment below if you have any relatives that have gone through this, or if you know anyone that might be susceptible. I'd be curious to hear your experience below. In the meantime, like, subscribe, and until the next one, peace.